Hello. So welcome to book reading session. Happy book reading. And today's book is called How to Break Up with Your Phone. So before I even start, right, like what is the number or like how many hours do you spend with your phone per day?
So normally for me it is 6 to 7 hours, 8 hours also sometimes.
And
I'm saying total time.
do you use phone for work or outside of work?
Nowadays, yes, nowadays 2 to 3 phone I'm using for work.
Got it, got it. Okay. Mahesh.
I used to spend a lot of time earlier, but now I have drastically reduced it. I would say hardly half an hour,
Oh
not
my
more than
God.
that.
Okay. Nice. Good. So I'm somewhere around 6 to 7 hours average. And this book is on the same lines, like how to reduce that, all of that. So they have two parts. One is called the Wake Up, where they highlight how it is playing a negative role or how it is influencing us. All of that is explained in the Wake Up part. And in the breakup part, it's like actionable tips on how to break up with your phone. So let me Yeah. So first they start with an open letter to the phone, and which is a nice letter. It's like I still remember the first time we met. You were an expensive new gadget. When you were launched, I'll admit that your touchscreen caught my nice letter. And now we are inseparable. You provide GIF, festive emoji, right? All of that. You're amazing. I let you, I carry you everywhere. I stay with you 3 hours even after I go to sleep. No, all of that. I'm not dreaming, but I'm spending more time with you. I don't need to worry that I'm alone. Anytime I'm anxious or upset, I can use you. All of that. And then finally, but whatever it is, I feel like I can't live without you. And that's why it's so hard for me to tell you that we need to break up. Right? So, a nice letter. And then they have a smartphone compulsion test designed by Dr. David Greenfield, where he says, answer these questions. Like if you spend more time on phone than you realize, do you mindlessly pass time on a regular basis, staring at the phone? Do you lose track of time? Do you spend more time digitally than in person? Is your phone usage increasing over time? All of these questions. And then, when you eat meals, also do you use phones like that? 15 questions. And then the score is if you're saying one or two is your answer, then it's like normal. Three to four, then you're leaning towards the problem area. Five or above is problematic. Eight or higher is you should consult for addiction or start taking action immediately, right? So that is the smartphone compulsion test. And then the author did a personal experiment. At the start, there will be a huge high urge of using the phone. I should use. Then slowly you become more present. You don't want to use it. You are okay with that as well, right? And then finally you get to a stage where the urge also reduces, that you want to use the phone, that urge reduces, right? So with that personal experiment, the author says, now I've kind of figured out a way. Catherine Price is the author, and she says, okay, now I figured out how to break up. Before that, I'll tell you, the ways in which the phones are playing a big role in our lives. So she starts with, our phones are designed to addict us, right? The tech owners like Facebook, Microsoft, they don't give their kids the technology so much. Okay. When the tech owners don't give, but they expect everyone else to use as much as possible. That's the sad reality. And they put the dope in the dopamine. Like, see, food craving, when we crave for food, we stop when we are full. But this digital craving, there is no end to it. We continuously crave. We get our levels of satisfaction keep on changing because of this. So yesterday you were happy with playing the game for 1 minute. Now you need to play for 5 minutes and more. Tomorrow 10 minutes and more. So this continuously increases, right? And all of us are part of experiments. See, any phone, like why would LinkedIn send you an email saying someone has viewed your profile 3 hours after they have visited? If they really want to show you, they can tell immediately, no? Because they know that okay, if I he's anyways on LinkedIn now, no need to tell him. But once he goes, I'll tell so that he again comes back. So all of us are part of experiments, and the apps, the app owners, the designers, the product owners, they are deciding when to release the burst of dopamine to attract us, right? And the tricks of the trade is like we all act as toddlers, little kids. We need subtle positive reinforcements again and again. Hey, you're good. You got this notification, you're good. No, that subtle reinforcement. And then we like the inconsistency. If we know that, say, the reward that we are going to get in Google Pay, we'll not use it often. We don't know how much we'll get. So we start using often, like, hey, I don't know what is the reward. No, we humans want that inconsistency stuff that's called as variable reward, right? Like you never know will you get 3 rupees or better like next time or 30 rupees. But you will get something. And that surprise is what you crave for, right? And that is where the intermittent reinforcement comes in. And we hate feeling anxious, and that's why they spray FOMO. No, hey, you're going to miss out on this fear of missing out, no? That one. And we want to be loved. No, there's no other reason why we post on social media. We want people to like it. We want people to comment on it. We want people to say that, oh, we are doing a great job, right? All of that. We are lazy. Otherwise, why will Netflix, Amazon Prime show you the next video suggestion or going to the video in 10 seconds, all of that automatically playing the next video? Why do they do that? Because they know they want us to keep us lazy. And we are special, we are precious. That's why they give us like, oh, your phone, you customize, you design, right from wallpaper to apps to how you use and all of that, the settings. And self-medicate. Slowly, drugs are being replaced with smartphones, and we are afraid of our own minds. Now, there was an experiment where they said, "No, you'll not be given anything. No internet, nothing, no device, no books, nothing. You stay with yourself. That's it. You and your mind. That's all. For 15 minutes, 30 minutes." People said, "No, I'd rather take shock. I would pay to get a shock than be alone." Right? And being alone, that thing, it is being removed because of a phone. So these are all the tricks of the trade, right? That we are getting used to. And social media sucks. They earn through ads. So they need to make sure that we stay on social media for a long time. Depression is at an all-time high. And imagine if someone comes and says, tell me what's your name, tell me where you went, right? Tell me with whom all did you study, which school did you go to, where do you stay, what color car do you have, how many kids do you have, when did you get married? He'll say, why do you want? I'll not give you. But trust me, what do we do with social media? We give all this information, right? So social media makes you stay. Remember Facebook when it started, it will say, tell your high school so that we can connect friends from your high school. It has no intention of connecting. All it wanted was data. Right? Now, how is Llama trained all of that? It's trained on the internet, but internet, who fed data? We fed data. Who asked for data? The apps asked for data. Right? As simple as that. Your phone is changing your brain. It is killing your attention span and it is messing up with your memory. And how to take back your life is by being mindful. As simple as that, but very difficult. By being mindful. How many of you use phones while eating? Like you watch something and you eat, maybe on YouTube or a web series or anything. Soma, Amit. Hello.
Yeah, we watch TV while eating. That's
Oh,
one of the routine item I do.
correct. So the author says, get rid of all of those, right? Get rid of any digital media. It says WMD, not weapons of mass destruction, but uh, mobile devices. MD is for mobile devices, right? So, see, time is flying. Okay, we are growing older day by day. To kind of reverse it, we need to preserve our brain, we need to preserve our body, we need to preserve our posture, we need to exercise a lot. And from where will we get that time is by being mindful and reducing time everywhere else, right? And that's kind of the wake up call from this book. And how to break up from your with your phone. There's a clear 4 week plan laid out. Okay. And I believe that if you all follow this plan, I think we should be easily able to break up with our phone and get back to spend maybe 30 minutes max with our phone on a day compared to 6, 7 hours or 10, 12 hours a day. Right. For this reason, you can buy the book to follow this plan. Like 60 pages, they talk about this. The remaining 100 pages, they talk about the plan and how to break up. So, first week is technology triage. Is more like download a tracking app on your phone to track where are you spending time. Use lock screen as your reminder, right? Where it tells you that, hey, what are you trying to do and why are you trying to? Assess your current relationship with your phone on lines of what you love and what you don't love with your phone. I like my phone to do this, to travel, to book a taxi, all of that. I don't like to use my phone for maybe scrolling. I don't like to use for social media. Maybe. Make a note of all of that. It's more like figuring out why you like someone, why you don't. Then start paying attention. When do you use? What is the posture at that time? What is your emotional state? Are you hungry? Are you bored? Are you anxious? Are you unplanned? You don't know what to do at that time, hence you start using phone. And then think how many times phone makes you use it. See, these are when you use it. Like I am here, I I don't have a vehicle, I want to book a vehicle, so I use a phone. Here, oh, I got a notification, hence I started using LinkedIn, and then I went and I kept on spending a lot of time here. Right? So all of these. Then the moments when others use their phone, how do you feel? Make a note of all of this. Start paying attention. Then take stock and take action. Right? So first you have used the tracking app to track how much you are using your phone, right? So based on that result, and you have noticed some things. So based on all of that, do the www, which is what for? What for I'm using my phone? Why now? Why am I using it now? Have I not planned for it? And what else am I not doing or I should be doing, but I'm not doing because of this? No, so take stock and take action. So this is like day one, day two, day three, day four, and then day five, delete all social media apps. Not the accounts, right? Just the apps. You want to use Facebook, LinkedIn. See, LinkedIn also comes under social. Twitter. You can go open browser, enter, and then use rather than if you have on the phone. Then come back to real life. See, we always say, right? I have always wanted to do something. Go ahead and do that now. Get physical. There's so many activities that we can use do to be more physical. Do that is what the author says on week one of breaking up with your phone, right? Technology triage. Okay. Then week two is to change your habits, right? First, say no to notifications. Switch off all notifications. One thing that I realized after coming to this new office, before everyone would ping me in my office and I used to respond, and that was my job. So I used to spend close to 12 to 14 hours on my phone. Okay. And there were so many, like 500 notifications per day average, right? 300 people company, I mean QA team. So they would, of course, more and more people would ping, then other people would ping, all of that. After I came here, morning 9:30 to evening 7, phone is on focus mode. No notifications, only scheduled summary 2 times a day, right? Notifications reduced drastically, my phone usage also reduced. From 14 hours, I have now come to 6, 7 hours. That 6 to 7 hours also, I'll tell you from where it is coming. Traveling time to and fro, right? One hour. There, some 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then while eating, some 30 minutes. So, this is where, like the majority of the phone usage is coming. So that also now I realized after this book also I know that I we should not use phone while eating, but we are used to, right? So today while breakfast also I said okay, while I was reading this book I said okay, I'll not use phone. So it is being more mindful, right? And say no to notifications. Organize the apps. The 5 or 6 apps that you definitely must use every day. Keep it on the home screen, bar, menu bar, all of it. Rest all put it under folders on the first screen. The remaining, there are different kinds of apps. Some are variable rewards, some are you need it not every day, some are you need it every day, right? So the need on the first, you need it but not every day on the second. The danger apps on the third screen. So that way you make it hard for finding them, right? So that way. And change where you charge it. Don't charge it next to you. Set yourself up for success by avoiding the trigger. Hey, you want to check now. Why? Because now you don't know what to do. So you want to go. Avoid that trigger by planning an alternative. Right? So like that, this book, very nicely explains each of this also. So you can read that. Download an app blocker. Set boundaries. Now this is my no phone zone. In my bedroom, I'll not bring phone. Before 7 o'clock in the morning, I'll not use phone. After 10:30 in the night, I'll not use phone. So have that time zone, time phases. Stop fubbing. Fubbing is using a phone in between a task. Unless it is going to enhance that task, don't use it. Right? So this is about changing your habits. So I'll take some questions, right? So any questions, any thoughts so far?
The more I feel like using my phone is when I'm waiting for somebody, or like I said, traveling, or standing on the road, not knowing what I have to do.
Right.
That's when the compulsion is to take out your phone and look at something. If you're really keeping yourself busy with something, I don't think so. You will want to use the phone unless and until it's necessary. Otherwise, it's all the dead time that we are trying to kill.
Correct. Amit, Soma, Jugal.
Yeah, that's true. From my own experience, yeah, when I was waiting for someone, I used open phone and see different apps, details, info. Yeah, during travel also, when I sit in a bus or in a train, I open the phone and
Correct.
use it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
if you
sometimes we use our,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah, go ahead.
sometimes we use our phone when we try to pretend that we are busy.
correct, correct, correct.
Most of the time in elevator, right? When you are using lift, society lift, I've seen people, they put their mind in the mobile screen. And I know, I mean, that's kind of a habit, and I also do the same. For no reason, we you know take off the mobile from the pocket, and we start looking at the mobile screen. I don't know, for no reason. There's nothing. We know that there's nothing in the mobile, but we still look into the mobile screen in the elevator, lift.
Correct. And in the lift also, network is not there.
Yeah. people
That
don't
is,
want to people don't want to talk to each other, they are no they are completely in a relationship with their mobile. So even if someone is standing, they will take off a mobile from the pocket and they'll look into the mobile, but they will not talk to the stranger or anyone. This is the reality.
Yugal, I think that's an excellent point. One thing I would like to add is that happens because we have made that as an habit, right? I mean, if you keep doing something every day, that eventually becomes an habit. So that is an habit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with these 2 weeks, right? Next, the week 3 and week 4 are more on reclaiming your brain. So which is more like stop, breathe, and be. You don't have to do something all the time. Realize that. Practice pausing. You have an urge, pause. Exercise your attention span. Like I'm looking at something. Okay, what colors are there? How many objects are there? How many people? How many men, women? Right? So exercise your attention span. When you're watching something, you question yourself so that you pay attention more, right? You can meditate and then prepare for your trial separation from your phone, where you tell people that, hey, you know what, you'll not be reachable, make plans so that you don't get bored or you have something to do, get a book and pen, and create a physical call list. Like you want to call someone, so you not using phone, but maybe some other mechanism, right? Like a landline or something, and you should know the numbers, right? So make a note of that and put an out of office kind of a message that you're not available, and then go ahead and do the trial separation where on a Friday you start evening and for 24 hours you don't use phone, right? But everyone else knows that you will not respond. And then finally start your new relationship for a week where you also clean up other digital apps, including like your emails, websites, bookmarks, all of that, right? So this in an essence is the book, How to Break Up with Your Phone, which I felt is a decent uh, ask need in 2025. So let's do this book, which is How to Break Up with Your Phone. Okay. What else? Any other thoughts on this book?
One question I
One
had.
thing, yes, Mahesh, you first.
Go ahead, Chandran.
One thing which comes to my mind, and even I'm thinking of doing, is to switching to a small phone, that is the QWERTY keypad one, not the smartphone.
Hmm.
So this way you are kind of avoiding anything. If something is so urgent that has to be addressed by you, somebody will call you and you will be able to answer. So that part is covered.
Correct. Grayscale is one more mechanism, having everything in grayscale mode. So you lose that urge to see the phone. Hmm. What else?
One question I had was some of you said that you're using your phone for 6 hours, 5 hours. For what? I mean, is there any productivity that you get out of it, or just entertainment or dopamine?
Two, three things, right? Like, for example, YouTube, let me show, like screen time. Last week, average 7 hours, 59 minutes. YouTube was 8 hours. Chess was 8 hours. Chrome was 7 hours. WhatsApp 6 hours. LinkedIn 5 hours. Gmail 2 hours. Teams 1 hour. Namayatri 1 hour. Photos 46 minutes. Outlook 44 minutes. Google Pay 40 minutes. Music 36. Slack 34. Yeah. Week before that, 6 hours 52. WhatsApp was 7 hours. YouTube was 6 hours. Chess was 5.5 hours. LinkedIn was 5 hours. Chrome was 3 hours 43 minutes. Gmail 1 hour. Lichess chess 1.5 hour. Extreme motorbike, my son's app 1.5 1 hour 1 minute. Namayatri 1 hour. So Namayatri looks consistent. 45 minutes every week, 2 times a day into 5, 10 times. So for 4 minutes per usage. To book a cab, book an auto, wait for an auto, get into an auto. So I think these are the usage. So YouTube can definitely be reduced. WhatsApp can be reduced. LinkedIn can be reduced. So maybe it will come down to 2, 3 hours max.
So you don't prefer laptop or desktop with this app like LinkedIn, email, WhatsApp, so that you can
That is
completely check
also there. So I think let me check here screen time on. Oh, it is not even turned here on
One
screen.
thing, after I moved my WhatsApp, Telegram, email, LinkedIn, everything to my laptop or desktop, my phone usage has come down drastically.
Hmm. See in on laptop, oh, all devices. On laptop, I was not even tracking. Now I'll start tracking on laptop also. Yeah.
On my desktop or laptop, I have something called, it automatically starts the time. For example, if I'm using my WhatsApp, it automatically starts the time and tells me how much time I've been spending. If
Hmm.
you want to stop and get back to your work, right? Like something like the focus time.
Correct. Correct.
Recently, I followed one tip to reduce my WhatsApp time. I realized uh, I I spend a lot of time on WhatsApp. So what I did, the WhatsApp icon is on my home screen, home page view. I removed that. So whenever I want to open WhatsApp, I need to search for apps, go to WhatsApp and open. In this way, yeah, I saw some reduction in WhatsApp usage time.
Hmm.
If it is easily accessible on home page, home screen, then definitely I use most of the time. So now it's reduced with that.
Correct. So yeah, see, it looks doable. Let's put it that way. It's not like it's not doable. It's doable, and we can even help each other put in an accountability factor that okay, what have we done, right? So that way.
I think there was also news I saw recently about Elon Musk. His screen time is less than an hour, I think.
Hmm. That's what all the tech folks, right? They don't show it to their um, kids, their family, all of that.
Yeah, yeah. This is also one thing. Like one of my friend who used to use phone regularly, but after they have kid, he he stopped it a lot, like so that they don't want their son also to see
Correct.
get the same habit.
Yeah.
Give me some tips how to not have children use a lot of mobile phone.
You are not using, then I don't know why they are using.
They are different, right? I mean, they are also human beings, dopamine.
So I would like to add, I have my niece, she's 18 months old, and everything that we repeat, like she's daughter of my sister. So normally sometimes when she calls her mommy, or otherwise when we call her by name, my sister's name, she starts calling her that too. She is a fan of cartoon, Motu Patlu and all, and it took 7 to 8 days for us to make her not ask for cartoon or phone. And she will make a cute puppy face and ask so dearly that you can't even say no to her. But it's like everybody around stopped using phone, and like she still remember, but she doesn't ask it regularly. So it's like it's the collective responsibility. Like if you are eating something, she doesn't know what is it, but she knows that because you are eating it, it will be obviously good for her also. So she will ask for that same thing. Sometimes even if you have a packet of chips, she would ask for that whole packet, not one slice of it. So it's like the surrounding, everybody has to stop.
But mostly what I've seen is kids getting hooked to YouTube, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and video
They,
games.
Cocomelon, for example, right? The way they have designed their programs, somewhere I read, is they keep a baby, they show the program, and one screen program, one screen real person or real person doing something. The moment they are seeing the screen, and at a particular moment they switch, they'll change that particular frame. They'll say this frame is not strong enough to capture kids' attention from a real thing. So change the frame, make it more colorful, make it more flashy, do whatever sound effect, whatever, so that the child should not look at a real person, should look at the Cocomelon. I continue to look for 3 more minutes. Suddenly, again, I look somewhere as a kid, I look somewhere, change that particular section. So they are testing it that way, that when kids are looking at Cocomelon, they should not look at something that is real. So we are competing with something as tough as that. So the
Yeah, I
real
agree.
has to be more attractive than what they see on
Yeah,
phone.
true. I mean, yeah, everything behind the tech is, I mean, there's a lot of psychology behind that building tech, including what Apple CEO had once said, Steve Jobs, right? I mean, he also has a background from psychology. So that's where a lot of iPhone design, a lot of things that's built with iPhone tech also carries a lot of psychology related things which would attract human beings. But the only $1 million question is, I mean, the more we try to take away forcefully from kids, the more they want to get uh, to it, right? I mean, that's the,
Yeah, see, don't force, right? Don't force, but take them outside for a walk, and then let them be bored. You say no, and say and set deadlines like after this time, no phone. If you don't do this, no phone. Like that, you set, and it's a continuous thing. One day if you're strict, then 5 days you're busy with office, then again Saturday Sunday you are strict, doesn't work out, right? It has to be every day. Two, and people say, oh, they'll not eat if you don't give phone. 2 3 meals they'll not eat, then their body will ask for food, and it'll come back to regular stuff. It is similar to kids not sleeping at night on time. When the first kid cries, right? The whole family comes, tries to cajole, and they are awake till 1 a.m. trying to make the baby sleep. They'll put on shoulder and all of that, right? Because of that habit, kid says, "Oh, if I cry, I need not sleep." And that habit continues. What we did was like, if baby is crying, we switch off light, we sleep. 5 minutes maximum it will cry. And then baby will also will sleep. But if you switch on light, right, that's the problem. Family members will come, you will have to spend, then it becomes a routine that I'm awake whole night, I'll sleep morning. I know of a tester who said, "Oh, my baby sleeps only by 4 o'clock in the morning. Till that time, I am awake." And this is a pattern. I said, "Does your family member come and help in the night?" I said, "Yeah." Okay, first cut that. Second, switch off light. 5 minutes, let the baby cry. After 5 minutes, the baby doesn't know what to do, right? They'll come and sleep. And now he's happy that by 11:30, baby is sleeping. These are all changeable stuff. We make it a big deal.
True, Krish. Has anybody tried to move away from a smartphone to? I don't know if there is a phone which can support just Google Pay, Ola, Uber.
Smartphone. See, they also are smart apps. Minimum phone version they put in, which means you have a Google Play. Sorry, what is that? Play Store. If you have a Play Store, you can install any app.
Hmm. Yeah,
If you have a phone that can have Ola, it can have Facebook. By default, it will have YouTube, right? So,
right.
okay, let's stop recording, switch on video, and then we'll take a photo. And today there's a match also.